Ye to pay me kwa mala mama lifia. Ye apotore nkwanya abatum. Aba jibe ya ko togbu obom kwanya de konwa. Togbu rufo adoma. Ya man ko me nyamale. Ye susu ko na mede. Na ya oje feto je gato. Akariye ba fo le mede ya mi anto me klo banya. Ye gbo na mi kakasi. Ye mi ma ha fafa na ba lo. Fori godo. Fafa na ba. Fafa na ba. Kaya ki do igalo ya.
Ah, ko boy, e ko ga ko le. No topero.
No,
niente lo fiamo no da lo galani.
Hanno lo video. Andiamo a vedere. La galleria non grazie.
No, dopo lo faccio con dopo, ma lo c'era, ma non lo fa.
Ago. Chedi ampo kwa papa. Yada wasi echa wasa.
Oh, shrampo yami. Na tira usa yama usa.
If you feel that since you started giving to the altar, your life has become a mess, you stop. Don't keep on. I don't feed a lazy God. I'm glad. As I'm going through this journey, that journey, protect my house, protect me, protect my household, protect. Now we offer up our blood sacrifice. You connect our blood sacrifice to the altar.
Guys, listen. You see me take off my shirt? It's not for flex. It is customary. This is something I must do when I come to this particular shrine. So I'm here with my elders, with my high priest Tobe, and I'm excited for this conversation. You know, it's not scripted, it's not planned. I have no idea what we're going to talk about. But a lot of things around is already addressing certain questions that I want to ask anyway. So I want to go straight into it. I have a translator who will translate from Tobe to himself to me. Then I will also interpret it to you guys. Tobe?
Yeah.
Nana? I say. And then I know my say you to me, Bishop. Yeah, can't maybe I be saying quite a baby say they mean to me bad.
Naji mala and can go and feel like
because now me a suffer.
Pastor,
see, baby say they can remember that.
And go a lie and can go.
But and then another mother woman.
By Mau Flafodo,
many be
if you won't go out.
Me who no cry.
If I poor and quite love for you.
To miss him, dear, see my commander said. Mamma BBS or we are CBS at the cry, no one cry.
You're not going to sign about for you and backbone.
Time
my tap you have both fear.
To the other KBS, Miss Matcher much.
If you want another blow, you can hold be a call. Can you hire your mother call? Are you Mila? So you can blow on a call. I hear blogger.
Yes, sir.
Or say Aquava.
Oh, yes, I if you talk over a
so no one say Nanano need man away.
I make over Jovinia talk with for.
the Busman man, a Togby Duvo.
Togbe Duvo.
You go for Dobby.
One of the Busman buy.
You dashing a duma.
One of the share a duma.
Insa.
A duma, make a jimania, Togby, Amaloma, Doku.
Ono the all women and a beman, Feno, Amalon, Adoku.
If you're Yamania.
And the bar in
I ever dodging Yamala.
is in a Jumana or no.
If you are give my Fiamaya a call, Madonna Cook.
You say, Saudi will know, a mamma won't be.
Madonna Cook.
Uncumunipa.
Ye, Mamma from home.
Undio be
Mafia,
Bocrono.
Not just Docodano.
O Yale or Bassa Yale.
Maybe I see no much in Abono.
Ubeco market be Yama.
A plan number Fijimo, Blato, Lajivi.
Unwo, Banicha Bewo.
Not just dollar shadow, a dagon.
Yale Bia Oba Hase on Bessamo.
Yamasame,
Patoti.
Yamasame.
Guys, I quickly had to introduce myself. I quickly had to introduce myself and let Tobe know that a few years ago I would never step in a place like this. I would never come to a place like this to do anything. But a few years down the line, because I'm awake now and I know the truth now and I'm able to tell the lies from the truth, I'm sitting here right now with my elders having a conversation with them. So Tobe introduced himself and he said that this is a generational blessing. There's a gift in the family. This is coming from the great-grandfather all the way to him now. His great-grandfather was the one who brought the being, the power, the authority here. And I heard a bit about him using alcohol, mixing with alcohol. I saw this shit in some.
About you,
so the father literally passed on the gift to him, and he's now also mending the gift. He said that there are so many rules and regulations and laws around this particular being. I haven't asked the name yet, but give examples like if you're sick, every sicknesses that you're suffering from can be cured. Every disease can be cured. Everything that you are suffering from. When you are a market woman or when you're a businesswoman, businessman, and you want your business to grow, you come here, they will do what must be done for you and your business will grow. If you are looking for a fruit of the womb, if you want to do anything, protection, whatever it is, when you come, it's given to you. What you cannot do is that you cannot and not sleep with somebody's wife. You cannot go after somebody's wife. You cannot be a thief. You cannot steal. So it means that there are certain things that this particular power or God cannot associate itself with. For example, you cannot come here and go into fraud. It's not possible. So the misconception that our spirituality is encouraging the fraudsters and helping people to be frauds and all of that, it's not so here. This is not what this spirit is. Inti, Okasano Kabi said, yeah, Inti, Yanfan said, me internet ejuma.
Internet
You say, boy, say, Abeya, more fraud go for you. Yeah, my clients.
About the
Because I made Jimmy Sika. Me bad, and number one.
Go, Mavako, Tavi, when 18 years, Emma Harry. About fraud. Mocha.
Boys, you can vana. But engineer, you will play your full contact.
Yeah,
your fuma.
Or sitting now, yeah.
Inti, a Honda Emina, because I see in reality.
Fraud, if you, it's your own aggression. What's all on the English now?
So, because he brought a point that you cannot steal and come to his power. So I was wondering if I'm a fraudster and I come and I say, well, I have a client, I want to fraud a client. So can they help me? And initially, I think he didn't get what I was saying. Initially, he didn't get what I was saying, but later he got that I was actually talking about fraud, internet stealing, and he said, no, fraudsters are not allowed here. The spirit behind this altar does not indulge in fraud, and also you cannot kill a human being. It does not kill. So if you have an intention to go and kill somebody, to go and rob somebody, shoot somebody, whatever it is, this is not happening here. That is the misconception people have. When we talk about our spirituality, the first thing they talk about is killing everybody. Oh, it will kill you, it will kill your generation. There's more murder in the Bible than anywhere else in the world. There's more killing in the Bible than anywhere else in the world. So when you come to shrines like this and they tell you that it does not kill, you better know that our spirituality is the right way to go and not the things that they tell you in the churches or in the religious setup in general. Okay, young Let me say the name. Togbe Adoku Anyibavo. That's the name. Togbe Adoku Anyibavo. So Bepoase. Bepoase is also another.
High people.
Okay. Into Idina winding.
Nidi.
Oh, okay. And the guys also go to Nidi.
Oh,
So the name of the priest is Tobe Adoku Anyibavo, and he's at Bepoase. Bepoase, that's the location. That's where we are now. And 2 minutes one so it's in there.
Busu efene Togbi Nana Afeli Zagbaja.
Nana Afeli
Azagbaja Efa
Jabaza.
Afeli
Azagbaja.
Efa.
There's also Efa here.
Afeli Zagbaja.
Wow. Inti I say we normal home baby, normal ye baby. This me home baby simple I say.
About the way for doing even chimos over brain.
Me who countess, me who from we said,
when so yale, we never casa. Maybe I touch your man for over come character, we never come a Jeff, your man for so we never casa. What have you? No, be a doppel that. So could you man over could you can see? I'm a young for
Visa.
So I was asking, I see a lot of stones, counters, seeds, animal hair. Is it a crow? Crow. I wanted they are a crow. So I can see the head of a crow. I can see alligator pepper. I can see shells. I can see different kinds of seeds and stones and all that. So I was asking him, what are we using all of these things for? Like, are all these things part of the rituals? Because he says this comes with a lot of demand, a lot of work. So are we using all of these for the work we're about to do? And he said, yes, this is all part of the work. And whatever acquisition you want to know, whatever thing you want to know, when you ask and they consult and throw the stuff down, it will tell you exactly what you want to know. Now, you know me, I'm risky. I'm temptuous. I'm tempted to want to ask something. So I want to ask them if I can ask something, and we see whether it actually works or not. And yes, maybe so. And so, but Bibia or no name, name.
Koshika o manya.
Miminim.
Okay.
The say the Obekano and in the Miminim no bear no crown.
Yeah, Bio probably a cabrome nyali, Kata at the cow. Okay,
so I'm about to ask something that we both know, right? And I want to know whether he will know it accurately or not, because if it's not accurately, then of course. So I want to know if what I'm about to ask is what it is. And I'm using myself as an example, so you know I take risks. Inti, but say, me who say, okay, and some, me and some.
About a yama time.
Back when, person me who say, me and some it's near high. me dimechi and not to me dimechi.
About you, Tori, they never to me play or to me play.
I bet you, but
like
Yakoba, to me that play, but play roll, but come play.
If you have my Biana
into will be sour hammer.
My Biana,
it will be sour hammer.
Maybe on no name. I said, be dimechi, be being
but
Yakoba, but play roll, but come play.
Come if you are a to Sanavana. Tell a woman is other again
into this cow castle 100 cities.
Well, if I say about
so he said that I said I'm asking them because I know what I know, but I'm asking them if they know whether I walk lightly or there's a particular power behind me or there's no power behind me, and I'm being told that I need to pay 100 cedis. So now I want to, because I have 3 questions. So if I have to pay 100 cedis for them, it's 300 cedis. But now I want to know if the 100 cedis will cover all my questions or just one question. Intimate 100 now, ever cover my questions in now back up.
About 1 million Mari, near Pumulanchi, a question a catango, a ragapoto, and I come up with dog and people. What's 100 cities now? Casabush, dog, one a baby, my father, and Chico, yeah, even though any Jumana Bayamo.
You may be a home who be a better, sir. Okay, so the challenge is on, guys. Let's try it. So the challenge is on. We're trying it. So intermediate is here.
Is here no? Scan of Butano. Boarding. Overcannibal, Mount Bianti. Mount Bianti. Now, Otania, I send your old pen. Cannibal,
protect to say, my order to say.
Now, Navato, a Mount Bianti.
Oh, according to my team, la for la quoi, quoi, but one answer, you must have a kind of diploma. Oh, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Oh, my Baba, oh, together you talk, Jamatoja. When you claim an open, talk with my talker. When you say that, you know, for the case of wonderful picture, for the cover the year, for the customer, the same of trouble is a what Chavalo for this, I might have put it. Chavalo back, both of you, more about talkers of it. I told him about him. I will be a good one. Clever more for some of the dollar, much over the when you go for your kitchen, ball of body, Kunaga, we never will. We born about Pina Flevet, never just a boy before I do it. For Fulham of Laba, the Bordanaki, Coffee, I have Napo, Ledu, Nanny Chamas are covered. Best I photo of Ladian over from Ladu and a possible do it. Of course, you never just a professor. What they do my fable, return my fable, come my fable, mobile cruise of fable, you want my fable, poly my fable, when I want my fable. Do play. Do Cajono. Do Kajana Queto. Bocaja Media, go for a Zuma, the Lufeja, Clemano Goma talk with my talker, you saw whatever to be clever to the Honor to carefully do Cajono, video. Never Jamie for me come here to Bocasia. Polia Clachube about the Ponanya. We let Dona Bequay. Polia Clachube, the Vano, Bereco. Letacla Dig Baba, Jacologia, Quay, Jimolemo, Quemala, Dovanga. I went up Papalamosia.
And also, oh, Dipa.
That's a more
Papalo. Oh, come for the movie.
Be happy.
Oh, Taconina do. A queen I do. manyo bachichi vodu nyina do holo nyina do alodun betolade afoto yingba que toma poa edo ahë Bede fanyo bonku biale bede akpo vole rushi vole mi ada ka ko itowa fusa bana haye wana nyola loso vole rushi vole mi truc permite guda ngule me damada jongo ko sangle abla otubu ile kanya luba ka loso va to do mare achita doglo ma fale via olomina atula blunya matutu bade achita do gongo ko ma fale via fuma jeba kulo macho kwani o ahopo na be yo kana kone ba ya to ba sabe do gbani
batona na se ukrasi uchia
abato nka bato ba nwanyo wa bato abato oji abato maga abato do
ya doko
ta ya nto ba sabe do gbani
ukrasi uchia
aba de omo la business omo le
na se juma na we na business
sala ta ko
utimi chichi bebia
dem fo jama no brenero
busun so mun kan chire wo
aka tape ono ima wo no tempo
ba bebia wo ta ko bia no aya omu challenge wo
ye wo no do hadume
omu de yale nso edi piama
aje do ha bai po le nguyama
wa yale bi pen o sa de we
e pode menya blome
pato ka sera o kanu tie
metie
ebe sempa
aka ba sa papam
ba o kra mu yedo pa
se adu da ma no na bia ko do de
o kana de ba asase so no won pese won pesumafo won pesumafo
alo no gado mu
ti se
oboko obi oko bobo
o kran pesa anyama no
bosia
iba se me pe
o kran so pesa ade no
anyama se me
na o kran so pese obi besuma o se jiska we koto de we ebreme o kran pe
wa apa mo ko to apa ma hapapam
efie no efie no mu yedu pa
afofo to gbe be do gbene
o papa ya wona na be ma musum chia
anyama se me
pato tie
aka popopo e mo le fia popopo mo lo banya
nyoma na wi ni na no
manya yo aba hai ma entolo ko
ku na uwo mu no
hai mo le
e ma ku na uwo mu no pa bo de be dia uwo mu no o mu mpe wasam
atubo lo mo le kro
wa ufi so mo pe wasam o mu mpe wasam
aka mo tele group ama na ma
nipa miensa e no se group onim sa
obo mo ya to tire to ko yo gele
o mu so mo pe kwan o ti baba fo no o mbe ya
aka so ikele ko ngune ha ba na le ba na roki
we ri out wuda na no o so so nsi yi
anyama se me
pato tie
me yere hwan
maga aba so ile so holo gro ma
ti se danfo
ba na le ba na roki
o si ya si abra bu yi
anyama se me
ebese
baba ma ko de sa ngune me
ti asemi ni
aba papa no kama wolo
ti o kra mu yedu pa
but
mfi anyale se ko
ti so o kwasi bi wo ha
imperative because the yakani na aye general
abaya kata wo mu le fia yo wo mu na
because
ameya
ebi wo ha ensi ye na enye ensi so say ye put the ember
mama twara ko aka
ma doga ha
ma utama ya mo to
ayo fa je ma gbadum
o se u ba ha se no
e gbadum
de kas de wo kra kasa no ona na mo so mo kan che
inti
sere nyale se ko be fa
so ko
ma gomo
pe bibia eye specific so bibia eye sronko a me kra no oka me ameti a metimi hu say ya me cry can no ano pepepe ya me can say
abari
because
ejiba mika eva we ya senaglo ba nwi ya ale
Emagbo
anyaba
mi aba do mo le da se do je
wasi bukra say juma wo ya no odini satu so ama pepepe sa juma no ye
aka amatole tempo
wasi nipa miansa omu tatao omu so wa hwe
asabana abalo no chika to implement
senia challenge
aka basaba na we mu kama wolo
wasi ye juma no kra say ye juma no omu ye bibia anya yi
nti nimpe mensa na mo yi
aba mo tore ganyo la
amato mabala group am fufufu e mo la fufufu
wasi group na mu mu no
omo group na nimpa mensa mpa masem
ba mensa
nimpa mensa no mo ha
maka
enya how
manye giola
anya ha
group na mi wo nimpa mensa no omo group
abale ko mi fufu de jana
say yensu a yeti group mu ase no e bia wo da ne ya church
o party e mo la e glo ma party e mako la
party na wo enu wa hansa no ba ase no
e glo ma fa
na so mo ka chiro
nti me cry na okasa
e basa
Ukraine kasa
e basa nyablo
Ukraine kasa
e ba manga vo ngwa yele ne
o se menzu mboko ni papa da kwan so ma bebre
ba hala basa
o su umu yedu papa
so pretty much so what I did was that, like I told you guys, I was going to give what they're asking and then find out if there will be accuracy in what I'm asking about, because this is divination. This is basically divination, where they check your destiny, they check your soul, they check all these things and find out if there's something there that you need to know, if there's something that you must learn and make it applicable to your life. So I ask specific questions and not necessarily the answers I'm looking for, because for example, and I'll say it publicly, that it speaks about, no, not necessarily publicly, it speaks about certain things that might not necessarily be so, because one thing they said for sure, which I mean you guys know, is that I'm not somebody to mess with, I'm not somebody to play with, because that which is with me, behind me, and you guys know, is not a joke, so I'm not somebody to mess with. The other things that were said is not necessarily so. So I'm still asking questions, I'm still inquiring, because one of the things that I seek for is accuracy. So if this is divination, then it should be accurate, what I'm asking for. So if I'm not getting the accuracy, then it means that it's not necessarily so, but I'm still going to ask questions. Mekano, that's why I know.
Oh,
Isa alefia ledo osu kra wa
me bisa bibia
inti I'm passing me a group
abala manyanto be le group anu
nanso
kaka
group ni shada ni ha aga se obi wo mu a obeye on pe masema no all pray me down for and all challenge me. Then make comment say.
Group am shada e se ma na gba ya galamo se ba yin tokwe la nwa wo.
Oh, abari group a yelama. Yo la group ma pa kaka group amale fi ya ikaba
amana fa gba
ya challenge you. Nyama gba mo le ma.
Gba fi ya amale challenge.
Ena na kanu wase ni ohun aha no ukra dia ba no ni aha ukra no no na o ka wa
da o mo la temda maji
juma wi ya no ye ni pa ni ya aha no nti o pese
ya dotore
o di yale to so
ni pa de pese di yale ni pa de ni pa minim no ana minim no
abari
America ngoma
ye ni lo le manya
aba America ngoma de nyama ma abla aba manya ma
wase woni mu no
manya ko manya koshi kofiu akama ya kwe
osu ni mu no ban pa ko de wa hu
nti nipa ne ka group no
aba bia ma ala group
olomina
ano ye
ala group ama ala tamejela ala group ama
ase wo group no papa
group ama
so ka hu
sama bula ma we
mi amaya kala magbana miya mama gbadu mana mo
aban na o mo taw machi no o si ba samu bi ambo ipadin
nti me den me hu se sa ni pe no yesa
ala ka fi pogaba ya yo mama ya nya mama
na do jana na ma gbadu do la me mi wona man to na do kefia
se dusu sa yon pai bo hono na
mama bi o mu ye
na vadua
bo so mo
man to do kefia
e pa kon ka se be ni
ni ho a je
o be di se mi na me ye wade
sa
ama ko ni gba
choti
ama nto do kefia bo nwi ye do yi
ama me bi wo hono ma odi ma bo so mo na o be yi ni di se me na me ye o se mi na me ye o se
ama ko no le nyebe ko me
na se busum na si ne so no no o kele ni kasa
nti nipa no wo
ore bisa
nti
nyawo bia ore bisa
the group no ni Ghana
be group akata mala Ghana jupa
nti say I come see nipa so be see nipa no abrochira na because the group
Ghana atona jamaji oblebanya abrochiro alokaka
ayiba ka dola
iba plodo
ge ka ba dola olomina npo la mana pomure abanka plodo
aba afingo na jola maji ha
ibo do pa mala fiya
ibo do pakata la brochi
fiya o dom le ga me ka tola lo so sa do pa ya mala tula ela dermano mo aklai ba ko ka ko nya bi
help leave it
Foutu est blond fier du comme il foutu là dit là du comme il dit
ko dina nyawadia
ko je to ko gbe foutu re du comme il tout foutu non ga acclamé ji abatu comme ablu chino gololo le Ghana du comme
si
foutu est kan boru gbe wa
tawo fo na o be tawo no oni abruchiri
manya ablu le Ghana du mano ga
Ghana
ama men gbaru gbe mo
simple corner be tawo.
So I'm still asking because, like I said, I want clarity, right? That's why I like to challenge. I like to do the things that I have to do. So what happened is that I told him that, well, first of all, the group that I'm in, there's nobody in the group that is pulling me down because the group, they're not even in the country for any person in the group to pull me down. You guys are the group, so if there's anybody pulling me down, it should be one of you guys. But anyway, I was telling him that none of you guys are in the country. So if the God is going to visit whoever it is the God going to cross the borders and go to the foreign countries to visit whoever it is? And he did the inquiries again, and he said, no, the person in the group is in Ghana. But yes, in as much as we are in Ghana, majority of the group is not in Ghana, and majority of us are moving down here. So that is where the dilemma is, because to find anybody in a group in Ghana, I'm not necessarily. So you guys are the family that we have. Into the make understand. Ghana hamisha any group bia.
Aba la lukwane ma Ghana iba group na kama na Ghana.
Ibi ni so asem sumeti ase.
Tangde yima se ba ya asagoma nwira.
Nti ibi mini group bia wa Ghana hai.
Eka group na kama le shile Ghana ore.
Na me class say your group
yi ba sa obraba ele group da mare.
Nti me dey hu.
Tale ka fie kpoga.
Because business there we your business, we nko for bebre your business.
Business and business wa mala o klam gboto me share pio business a na no.
Say ni pa kono fi business and they mean to me because business there also.
Ta business asu gbo bebre. Tana madala ma yayi makpogo.
But it's a group there, mention any group there Ghana.
Kaka group ela group na kama le shile Ghana jukom.
Ghana blome wale.
Mo si so Ghana bo so.
Blome yale.
Ghana mo. Nti ni pa kono Ghana.
Eba mala Ghana.
Eba mala Ghana.
Si pa kono.
Wanya kwanya magiro.
Da bi won si ni fie ha, wo si pa kono Ghana.
Ghana na meka. Nti ebe possible say en sheda ye group ni pa kono sheda ni me group.
Ka fi wala na kan na pa ama shara gale be group mara ko.
Ima bia mo galo. Ko ka bia ba.
O mi samu ye.
Obene.
Aba bia bare.
Kai fia ma bona.
O se ba kwa France ma ba unchen.
I finance in pa kono.
I'm going to tie by Sabia, no, yeah.
Into class or mount, so now I are aware.
Into all mammy, I aware.
Yeah.
After name,
say the ABC.
So, like I said, we kept looking for clarifications, and so it started with a group, and I was telling him about the group. Like I don't necessarily have any group in Ghana. The people that are in Ghana are actually the people that I'm working with. So, is it possible that this person is not necessarily in the group? It's not necessarily in the group, or is somebody? And he said the person is in Ghana, and the 3 people are going to show up. They're now going to show up. So everything that he's talking about is in advance. It's not here. It's now going to show up. So now it's not necessarily that the person is in the group, but the person is yet to show. So yeah, like we're still having a conversation. Inti Nana Toby started on ye when we didn't find.
Kaiko Togby, no way dorm the apparently to go dorm upon an
Image a dog. Image a dog if you are bluffer for a year.
Was so starting into my 24 years in
24 years. It's in 24 years no. I come as our car some manamba mida.
Upon a grunya, 24 and a grunya. A come of a bone.
Grunya Mavanamo.
Or sit a bin.
24 years.
Made that ball.
My fellow or fellow. Oh, Abanam.
So I'm asking how long has he been doing this, and I had 24 years. So I asked, in the 24 years, has he ever said anything that it didn't come to pass? And he said no. His entire 24 years of service, he's never really said anything that never. Everything that he said has come to pass. Everything that he's had a conversation with has come. Anybody that has come here has had a testimony. So be our oba oba omudin kunimwa.
Ashama shakataba bonofia okona yayira kujana kwa
Jale jo la ponje jajo.
Ya ba hamudi shira ku fi ya leo bibia.
Ora oba ha be beside enso atese ne obisade we ma wo obi na oba ha na o ka kire se wo kofi nyama we say be we say wan be na wo kwa wo kwa so wo mba biom.
Okay, so I asked him in the 24 years, all that has happened, everybody has been victorious, everybody has had accuracy in testimonies. And he's saying, yes, everybody that has come here always goes back victorious. And my elder also chipped in and said that when you come and they give you specific instructions to follow, and you don't follow that specific instructions, when you go home, you will die. You will never come back again. I'm like, but I heard from the beginning that he doesn't kill. I heard from the beginning that he doesn't kill. So if he doesn't kill, then why then?
Didn't get him right. What he's saying is, if they tell you that if you go home, you go and meet someone and the person will kill you, die. So come and do something. You refuse to come. If you go home, you surely die.
Okay.
I want to one more.
Not like you kill you, but
nobody beside it. Is now beside the most. Yes, you
never come. Yoba a queer floor and a fuga. You must have a sabo. I don't know. Never have a sabo. Number power more. Your
kind be or corner one quay wage you I don't know. I said, Bosom no baby.
I'm off like
It's doesn't all catch away.
So Friday with Friday.
No, we are going to make a
one ever mound.
I can't even follow a common.
But so Udiba, Yama, Wayama will be a new. I can't remember free. Number Bawa. So went to me and bar, and we are a couple of couple. Yeah, lady which you know, and said you would say,
now, one back, no, I see one no, what
the corner of a bus and I was no, it went to me and Bano. That's also lady which you are.
Okay, so I have clarity now because it almost sounded like that God kills. I'm like, wait a minute. We said from the beginning that he's a God that doesn't kill. So why would he kill anybody? So now the thing is that when you come and they make inquiries for you and they tell you this and this and this and this are the things that you're supposed to do to ensure that whatever it is that's after you gets cut off from you or you get delivered from, and you don't do the things that you're supposed to do, it will happen. So it means that whatever the God here says would happen. It doesn't matter what it is. It would surely happen. So all that you have to do is to help them help you by doing everything they ask you to do. I said, me cry no in the casa.
You soon phone here.
You said, me cry no on your bosom.
About you, but Simon for jewelry.
My neighbor said,
As soon me cry, idiot. Not soon, bosom.
I bet you was sir. Play for drama level for.
In your mouth, we are coming back.
One in your body bus as I could go. Die the wound and a young cry.
And dad, the woman, I am a cry.
Yeah, I've never put out Yawara.
Say, Quana, woo, Yawara, on a young cry. So I know your bosom now. I'm a Debbie.
On the maker says, saying, yet, bosom, I am a cran.
I come for fear, maybe don't you say even simple.
If you are a guy to phone or yourself to be fear.
It's Cana, Ocasabono, or Cran, for Domino Blini, or Cran, I say, Busuni, Anna, or Casawa.
So, guys, this is profound, but everywhere we go, we learn something. So, what he's literally telling me is what I've been teaching you guys all this while. The I am self. So, what I asked him that, okay, since if the God reveals things to you and you don't do exactly what the God is saying, then something will happen to you because the God has said it. Not that the God is killing you, but whatever it is you came with is what is pursuing you. So I asked the question, okay, what is the difference between your cry? You know, I've taught you the cat, your cry, not the cat, your cry actually. The cat is the spirit. So your cry, what's the difference between your cry and the God that is here, right? And he was telling me that what came to communicate with me right now is not the God, but it's my cry, not even my soul, my I am self. That you understand that my cry is the one that came down to communicate. So my cry literally came through the God. So my cry possessed the God that is here and spoke through the God that is here. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not necessarily the God that is speaking, but my cry possessed the God that is here and spoke to the God. That brings out a lot of questions, number one. Number two, that brings about a lot of deep stuff, in the sense that if your cry is powerful enough to possess a God, then it means you are very powerful. You get what I'm saying? That make kind of sense. So nipa cry no
Abanya glory bana but toba sare
et me fa bosom no so
etuna vodujia
atentona vodujia
etuna vodujia saka afon la vodujia ato vodujia
sisi anu ade no hiawo ana se bibi ha na wo kasa gusika so na wo de tu ho a ukra
ana de possibility ana ukra kasa
me kan kasa bia bosom this is a nipa kra bia ho ode
I say but to shaka hama basa ansalan pa o si nipa kra na hu ya dimpa.
So I was asking if your I am self is strong, because if your I am self can possess a God, then it means your I am self has a lot of power, like I teach you guys. And they are saying yes, of course, your I am self is very powerful. And the internet, yeah, to me kuni pasa.
America to coffee to me te
no crowd when you
na
dia na banma
buna no via ma
ajikai
o si a challenge
amare ko no fia ko itepo manyo
obi timi di nua di mi ko be bia enye kura
ka gbogbo mata gbo no biaji
sa spirit no timi di nua no so
ba se ya kra ho ya dia ya kra no fine ontumi mbo yen kokko ana ontumi ka bibi nchire ana ontumi ne sa sunsum no nko ana
kwale kayo basa salamure ko nanu na fuma ko ifuma go jala mare o yibasa kra ma basare ngmare ma ahuli
ya pasa ma fungule bala
bangi ka jogenye
ale bo funga ka ngi ka jona nyebare e mama glo ho ma de afia overfia ba sa fa dunya bo
o si esa o kra kasa into the way a
sa ma de fa do bo
sense na wa ba ha
aka ngi ka na mare ga glo ji amade atofia atenwa blebasa ahale
the intina wa ba ha wa kasa guska na kasa si obi ho no betimi dada na wa
ablebasa alle
atechire o kra
awo kwon wo basa
aya ma na o kra so na wa atechire
atawi bo were
obetimi akum easy.
So what I'm asking is profound, but what I'm getting is that I'm asking them that if your I am self is that powerful, which we call crack, is that powerful, how then does somebody just take you somewhere and kill you? And he said that, first of all, the person needs to know your crack, needs to know the day you're born, the gate which you came through. That's why I teach you about the gate. So once the person goes through the gate, the person can now manipulate your crack, your I am self, and imprison your I am self with certain herbs, certain right, because the herbs are powerful than everything. So once the person knows what to do with the herbs, the person can imprison your crack or your I am self. That is how the person will get you. Until your I am self is got, until your I am self is imprisoned, nobody can ever get you. Inti, wait just say.
Yeah, Shaba.
So, when you mo cry someone,
can I know some of Banyari?
Ubi to me, I will cry in such a way so obedient to me for Uncle Babiana.
And then I don't know some of my can I quit the Podeka
Mark
Macu.
Eh, you never Lebanon, dear boss,
Only say,
Lebanon, you, sir.
Ubisa or Krat, is a deal, say Ubisa.
I brother Namahako, Mapafutoji,
if you look at some of
Nam Allah.
And I saw me and Nam Abwa,
Hello, Nam,
and I said me Pediane, and I said Pemo. Let me do what I'm for. Asa.
Obiani crap.
If I'm a child, come supper.
No, Colabalica, what Geneva for me and to me, woman.
I say, Yao for my way, no.
What for me,
it's a walk or two, Johnny. If you don't know, I couldn't have and that's one of them. Sound, you know, Sana, Crasso.
Okay. In this year, my crano has a no.
I mean, you know, also Hong Kong.
Inti, the end of my crap.
I will be very selling copers here.
Eke Yadwa. Eke Yadwa. You must say, I do that. More rare.
Okay, this is the most accurate thing they've said so far about me. I'm being honest. Since America said the marketing and we pen a dimupa.
You're going to jump in pa. You're going to jump. I'm going to jump.
So I'm telling you that of all the things I said, I was still like, of all the things they've said, this is the only one. Of course, I'm not going to tell you guys. Are you kidding me? No, I'm not saying it. I'm keeping it to myself. So so the question came about is that if everyone's spirit is, I am self is powerful, then how is it that people are able to imprison your I am self? And they told me that sometimes people starve their I am self. So when you starve your I am self for a long time, they become weak, they become hungry, they are not able, your I am self is not able to do what it must do. So each and every single person has certain requirements of your I am self. There are certain things that your I am self has to eat. There are certain things that your I am self has to do. There are certain things your I am self loves. If you don't use the things that your I am self loves, your I am self will be weak. The more your I am self gets weak, the more other people can influence your I am self. That's what happens. So each and every single person needs to know what your I am self like. Each and every person needs to know what your I am self like, and you need to feed your I am self with that. So long as you keep feeding your I am self with the things that it likes, you can never be gotten by anybody. I don't care what power, I don't care who you are. It's the same way. So I asked him, okay, is my I am self still here? Can I talk to my I am self? Yes. So I asked him that, okay, he should ask my I am self, what does my I am self really love? And the answer they gave, I was like, okay, of all the divination that they've done on me, the only accurate thing they've had is actually knowing what my I am self like, because I know it. Come on. I know it. And the answer they gave, I know that and that's what I do to get, I don't have to expose my secret. Inti, so, is that me kind of that's why? Inti, bibi wa mesen bisa. Yeah, commercial abano so.
About you can go.
Inti, nipa krano, efihin eba.
But Tobasa Fico, Chona Cavivana.
But Tobasa, Fico Tona, Maumodo,
or Sifina Copo.
Inti, nipa krano, etiase, and send about we are seeing.
But Tobasa, a lag, but you chuva her hammer.
But Tobasa, a lag,
or said Chassis.
You see, I didn't say your bass as he swore. You're really free, yeah, if you buy.
I'm not going to feel Vanya Baji, you know, the Paki, you chuva, you know, the father.
Can I feel to you want the Papa Givaro, my way,
or see no Yacopo, if in Yacopum. You're free in Yacopo near Bass.
But I didn't say a bass as so you're really free. Yeah, is it yet? Yes, and say your bass as he swore. Let's just say, be a once a year by yet me boy. That didn't see a bedrew as I see so you're really free. Dear, the buyer, I just so be a catcher or call baby, no be a cabibiach or be a bibiach and some wakai. I'm going to go,
you're a mawak ball. You don't need some pele from my mawak ball. Cake to find your bajia, and you can omo yola, you will tap mabber, you can omo yola, can of you up on over. The family yellow food, can have hung over town of Yabba, put nobody Gama, Yahagama. Must it be your canon or say horn or Achinas Lacra?
One tea,
American is it? It's a nippet will cratias.
I don't know, or sell answer
or bass.
You'll find your bajia.
Let's just say, a Colabia be dressed as he saw.
About the village of Vanya Bajia.
Then the real free crash of young coupon.
I'm going to have a cheap if I feel about you.
Then am I a real fee?
Look at that, you're young marble.
Can I feel no I do to not tamable.
A view home of a dream.
You're a dream.
Cuba.
No reform.
Any damn.
I'm a plan.
Love Bobo.
And soon.
Bonnie.
So the question I ask is that why, where did the I am self come from? Not I don't know. I'm asking questions, right? Where did I am self come from? They say it came from the Creator. So I asked a question: did I am self exist before this dimension? He said yes. So I'm like, okay. So why is it that we come here and we forget where we're coming from? Because if we existed before this dimension, why can't we just come here and continue what we're doing from that dimension in this dimension? And he's saying that first and foremost is your mind. Your mind is the main reason why majority of us forget why we are here. Number two is your spirit, but the chi does not really say spirit. It still talks about the soul, which is still the mind, because husunsum, which is the soul, right? So your soul, your mind, the two answers he gave is all coming back to the mind, which talks about programming of the mind. The programming is that we come into this world too. That is what causes, that's the major cause to the reason why we lose who we are, we forget who we are. So if we can actually work on the soul, then each and every single, which is the mind basically, each and every single one of us would have accuracy in who we are and why we've come into this dimension. Wow. And see, sir, obi obebe wiase mu bia
Bana bana va hama biarare.
Onyankopon na asoma ne sa ombre wiase mu ana bibi fufuro so tumi soma nimpe bi sombre wiase.
Ma we deva hama lo alo ama obu atwo na agama. Dona va nyigbaje a.
Ma we.
Osi bibi Onyankopon.
So I asked him that everyone that comes into this dimension, do they all come through the Creator, or the Creator creates everything, or it just another spirit, another being, another something that brings people here? And say everything comes from the Creator. That's why I asked the question. Because you say nkofo bebre ka say obonsam wo ho na obonsam su bonipa
aba abonsanli asa bonsaga wona agbato ka
bibi wo say abonsam
to
bibi wo say bibi wo your friend obonsam like obonsam bi wo baby ana
aba abonsam do ga tafara ka
abonsam ga tafara o ma obo fi gbanto ko nyabonsam
Onyankopon the firstborn e abonsam
the your friend obonsam no
Onyankopon the firstborn
Onyankopon the firstborn
the firstborn no
inti onye Onyankopon atamfo
aba abonsam nye ma oba amanya ma oba katonya abonsam
onye makato
o si da bi
onye na atamfo
da bi
amanya makato ya biangwa biem
o si the firstborn no
openasem
aba lo banya boy
lo de mi abale ko ntora di fingo mi
o si odo mu nten se o so ba wo firstborn and tokwa
ejumata sengo le
so oba be ma ombu
akpon fifia
o si
mawa japole
Onyankopon wo soro
vodu ajapo jiro
bosu no so wo soro ho no
akale keko afafa no shiwona
ai se wasi efie mienu
ta yi vodu le bojapo a
nti bosu no awo abonsa wo bosu Onyankopon ho soro ho no
mawa amanye do ye wo no
Onyankopon no wonye sadwuma wi
aka afia vodu a be ya wa machi do
ba ne ba bosu no se meye dada meye dwuma wi
anyama sebe
meye busu majuma
abe bia we
meye busu
ya bo sanwa glo
ana bosu an ka che
papa fo nyama
ne papa ne Onyankopon
ye ma oba ne nyala mala
Onyankopon se sade a
ka iba pareke
ana se mi fie ba ko
iyanyi gbaji
woni asase
ye okule ba dara gbaji
ono ni sane ba asase so
ye ma wun to gbere shere ba gbere shere la ye yire ni
Onyankopon se ahaban na owiase ni na no mayira so ama mashira so ama
do de shere do nkole bonyunu
etuma bia wo de usabe ka ho na na ebe yi ama
ka ibe kokonye be maga gwo mo maga fifiu maga dajo
ba mama ni se menkum nipa membo apu membo kro no
eye ji oyi magba wolo
mi na me wo mi njawe
aka adai mo woni wole bia we ko
sajuma we me ye ba wo me ba be ma so be ye bia
mana otumi
mama otumi se ye
dale
nta asem ni
have you ever heard it? Have you ever? No. So guys, I say I want, but I've gotten. So I asked the question that, do we have something we call the devil? Because when you go to the religious sect, they talk about the devil being the enemy of the creator. So do we have anything called the devil? And he said, yes, if we want to say it to the terminologies that we say. I said, okay, is this devil the enemy of the creator? And he said, no, why? How can the devil be an enemy of the creator? The devil is not the enemy of the creator. What we refer to as the devil is actually the firstborn of the creator. Is that okay? Can he go further? And he said, yes. He's the firstborn of the creator. The creator said to what we call the devil, said to the creator, he wants to indulge in the sciences of the world, in understanding the herbs, understanding the humans, understanding everything that happens in this dimension. And he wants to use them to help everybody on the face of the earth. So since the creator is not doing that way, can he pick it up and do it? And the creator said, of course he can pick it up and do it. So the creator said, I've blessed every green herb. I've blessed every living thing on the face of the earth for you to use it for your work. If only you come down and work with it, then that's absolutely fine. So what we call the devil also decided, okay, then I'm going to come here on the earth. The reason being that it's like you have a two house, and you, the father, lives in one mansion, and you've given the other mansion to your son to take care of it. So this dimension is like a mansion that the creator has given to what we call as the devil to now inhabit this place and take care of this place. That is how come every herbalist, every spiritualist, no matter what it is, they all speak the same language. They all do the same thing, because every single one of them is also sort of subsidiaries to what what we call Lucifer is doing. So everything that is here that is being given by the creator to what we call the devil. Of course, that's not the name. And then he is actually the one operating everything that is in this dimension. But just as you can have a child, and your child will be rebellious and sometimes want to be a little angry and bitter and all that. It's the same way the firstborn of the creator is also is with the creator. But it doesn't mean they are enemies. They are not enemies. He loves him. So what can be saying? Let's just say, Bibi and we are friend of something.
I can no phone. I like to film the camera. Sounds old.
Oh yes. And he said, whilst he's even talking, he said, the creator told the devil that you cannot kill, you cannot steal, you cannot destroy, you cannot shut down, you cannot These are the things you cannot do when you go down to this dimension. You only go in love, you only go in care, you only go in protection, you only go to support, to grow, to uplift, to generate, and all of that. But you are not here. You are not here to kill. So, meaning, what we call the devil is not mandated to kill. He cannot kill. So all these things we associate with the devil influencing this world, this disease, it's all made up, guys. It's all made up. Internet make us say, people are a fan of Sam James, say, Nipper be war because of Sam James. Among the Gali, La Bonsabana, the Kua, and Abu Sanjuma.
Juma for
Never my blabber.
Oh, no, Senior Kuboka say,
no former,
Magawomo,
or say, Men Kumunipa,
Magashifu,
Membo Chrono,
a summer Magano Somo,
Mendio Beere,
now Margaret Jaguanama,
Uta Sanamana, Wafu Yakupon. Young, we are Sumala, Mania Connie, only do now Busuno with Suasino. I'm a man of Alamochi Hammer. Son of Swatch, I can left you. Lama woman, Chrono, no Kumunipa, I was the great one. Overset Abu Saint
Kumunipa.
No Bocrono, Bobby, or Phobie, Ocabu Sergeant. Away, Garrison. Overset Abu Sergeant. Toba Sergeant now, Abu Sergeant Ficola. I'm a guy. I'm about Jumore Ganola, Ficola, Ganola, Juma Former, and yet to my family. Abala Ganya, Abaficola, Ganola, Gamaga, Mount Banya, or your was it or Honor? The whole and Yakopa and a bachelor say a hana bon Sanjay in your bashim. It's an epibiani. Abama Guatamania, no Yan, my Garamu, my nephew, or sued public now, the Maton Cody, on the Noquada Cachunia. No, continue. Yakopa and a bachelor said, Bonia winning nano, was able to say,
So I'm asking that if that's the case, then is there a thing called hell? And he's literally saying that there is, but nobody knows where it is. And if nobody knows where it is, it's only the Creator that knows where you're going. And he wants to be honest with me. He has no idea where this hell is. So he cannot say hell is here or hell is there. It's only the Creator that knows when you die where you're supposed to go. And it's not crying that as well.
So crown.
Okay. Okay. Can baby send us some Marcos. What's why broke? You find say so be back no case or baby say baby or baby say we say. I just say ni pakona beka say time be so ba say ana oba be na edwuma na kwa no ano.
Aba no ngo lale na madan da fu da mune yo va no wano jole awaga hiama bucha ba mana na va mu aloleki.
Ya bonye la
o se se onu no nkwa de no ha se die
la jefa
so wo yale no ba ni chen
na ale doctor le na hia ba ma shiju
se na juma ne tsa de ba ni chen no
yale asa no
yale
doctor le
se na yale ne tie no
do ma shiju le ka
ebi obetuma ajiwa kufia be se 1 month
aka na manye doctor se ko mo go ba ngana tu
se nye ejuma anya din yale no enya din a obetuma ya mo se kofie
magbo na ya wo nto jiwu le Canada
obaya ma okwa 1 month na sa be fia
ma po no mara
so she ohuna se
mo kata ma gbadudoro na
sata okwe na no bo mpai e wo fie
aka na dolu a ajiji
be se o yale no su
wa be fia manyana ko no
ko do ko no se na ko happy
the name person will say, the background banner was sunny and water near there. I back out most of you, and now I back up to the so to look up and again.
About no matter, you know that I'm a little and then the brother.
I'm bury. Nama with the dog. You're football. Yet the door there. I'm really. I've got you for Georgilo. Hello. Ajuga.
Young Amala. Oh, my did you go to?
Also, a doctor I saw hospital. You're on the bar. Let them have one of you. Yanija. Now, the other topic. I know the bar.
By the woman say, Sabusumana Oba, and I was rich, say, was so Yalivia. Far. Oh,
the other topic.
Far away, another than I see the Indian one. Yalena Odiaba. And 10 1. Yalenisa Oko.
Okay, so I was asking that what happens if somebody comes here with a sickness, somebody comes here with a disease, whatever it is, problem, whatever it is, and comes to the God here, and the God here deals well with the person. What happens now? Does the person become a part of the God here, or the person can just go and mind their business and do what they have to do? And the answer is that once you come here, you're only coming here just as you go to the hospital to seek healing or seek direction or directive or what have you. Once you are done with that, that's about it. You don't have to come back. You don't have to come back and do anything. Maybe they will tell you that after the healing, you have to go and come and do Thanksgiving. And you do your Thanksgiving and you go about your business. Once in a while, if you want to pass by, that's your own prerogative. But it's not mandatory that you now have to come and worship here, have to come and do all the pay your tithes and the offerings and all of that. No, you don't have to do all of that. Once you come, you're healed. Just as the hospital, you go your way and that's it. That's it.
Also, how much? Also, how you feel?
A yarn here, but champ, Chibuai, but see any cheer.
No, you provide you now. You want to get to work. You have to
me have fearful for account.
What's your high with fee? It's a high with fee. On sorry, the Kumato also. On so well, so one.
Yes, you know, boy.
I'm a Camilla, and I point of each and I point of each.
The boy said, Bibiako, yeah, and
nation in the shadow, you young boy.
Guys, listen, thank you. I hope you learned something today. We learn something new all the time, and I was really excited about a conversation with my I am self, and you guys, you know why I'm excited about, because these are the things that I've been teaching you and you've been learning from it. So from myself, from Tobe to all the elders here, we say thank you for watching today. You know I love you guys. I'll see you guys soon, okay? Have a great time.